Police cracking a case 2 years later. Tonight, 2 men are in custody after admitting to robbing a USPS mail carrier in St. Louis County. Xavier Boyd pleaded guilty today, and Roy Jones pleaded guilty back in August. Both admitted to being part of a group conspiring to steal checks from the mail, illegally alter them, and then deposit the money into bank accounts. This happened during the summer of 2022, and First Alert 4 reported on the original crimes. This video shows the minutes after police chased one of the suspects, which ended with a crash and police arresting Jones and Boyd as they tried to run away. Back in March of this year, we told you Congress is considering a new effort to address violence against mail carriers. If passed, it would require the installation of new security collection boxes, replacing older versions that have universal arrow keys, and assign U.S. attorneys in each judicial district to investigate and prosecute crimes against postal workers.